What's going on, everyone? Welcome back on Block Gems. Today I want to talk about the sandbox. Yes, the sandbox again. And I want to provide you with the third installment of the series about ways, options that you have to invest in this gaming universe. And I have already filmed a couple of episodes about this topic, and if you have not watched them yet, I highly recommend you to start from there. I will put them in the cards above. And in those two episodes, I discussed by and large more detached way that you have to invest in this universe. So more passive ways, holding sand, owning land are typically more passive approaches to be invested, to hold an entry ticket in this project, in this environment. What I want to discuss today, however, is something completely different. Extremely active way to invest in this gaming universe. And when I say active, I mean that is actually an entrepreneurial way of approaching your investment in the space. One example could be designing games that will be ultimately hosted in the sandbox gaming universe. So basically the games that will be on top of those land that you maybe own or that you might plan on renting. How do you build games? The short answer is that you need the game maker, which is a software that is currently in alpha and that is available to everyone with a Mac or with a Windows. And you can start already tinkering around. You can start creating the first experiences. And what I need to say about this topic is that I like a lot this initiative and the fact that you can build games already. But what I like the most is the long-term view, the long-term opportunity that this creates for investing in any blockchain project in general. Why? Because as of today, the vast majority of the investments that are out there in any blockchain project, the vast majority is about holding something and waiting for price appreciation. So you hold on to some tokens and either you spend them because of the intrinsic utility that they have, or you wait for the expected utility to materialize more and more in the future, and then you transfer them to other people that came into the space at a later stage. And that is the story for the majority of the assets that you see in any project in the hosted on the blockchain in general, whether there is a fungible token or a non-fungible token. So in this case, however, you're betting on something that might generate cash flows. You're building a game so that players in the sandbox gaming universe, future players in the sandbox gaming universe, may show up at your door and spend some of their sand tokens to actually play the game. So they will pay you, the game owner, to play that experience, to take part in that experience. And so this is a cash flow generating investment. So it's a completely different breed. It's a completely different style from what we are used to see, or what we have been habituated by the typical investments in the space. And can you get started today? Yes, you can. And actually, there are so many tutorials that and so many guides that the Sandbox team has put together. Once again, guys, this video is not affiliated with the Sandbox in any shape or form. I do this just because I like the project, I believe in it, and I think that it might be one of the most interesting spaces to be in the future. So I just do this research for myself, and I make it available for you guys as well. And as of today, as I was mentioning just now, there are already so many resources that are available for the future game developers, the future game designers out there that want already to start tinkering around, get their hands dirty. And not only there are textual guides, there are also video tutorials and literally a bunch of resources out there that the developers the sandbox developers are putting together to make it as easy as possible, as approachable as possible for the users to start creating content. And I think this is super valuable because at the end of the day, it will boil down to how interesting and how fun it is to be on that platform. If it is fun, people will show up time and time again to enjoy the fun on the sandbox. If the content is not good, then it's much more difficult. And how do you make good content? You make it as easy as possible for people to build good content. And I think that in general, they are investing in this quite a lot. So another example of how much they're investing in this is that there is a specific fund, the so-called Game Maker Fund, that will basically reward the best games that will be developed as we speak, basically in these times. And this is a reward, a monetary reward that the sandbox itself has put there, has created to incentivize the development of great experiences in the sandbox gaming universe. Is this still open? Can you still apply, for instance, if you are a game designer or if you're keen or really taking this seriously? The answer is that up until February, I'm pretty sure that it was open. Today, I do not know. I wasn't able to find really black and white information on the Discord if, as of today, as of the time of recording, 5th of April, it is still possible for you to apply for the Game Maker Fund. If I was very keen on trying this, if I was a professional in the space or had professional ambitions, I would give it a go anyways. It's no harm in trying if I really want to take this seriously. Now, a second way, which is a separate way, a completely different way of having a super active role and investing in the sandbox, is creating assets. As you probably know already, everything in the sandbox gaming universe will be an NFT, virtually everything. So all the non-playing characters, the vehicles, the props, they will all be NFTs placed on top of the land that you own or you rent. And there must be somebody that designs those things as well, right? You want to have, for instance, a specific type of vehicle, you want to have maybe a very important statue in front of your castle. Somebody needs to do that. Somebody needs to design those things. And who are these people? Well, these people are the creators, and they need to use a software also for that. And this software is called Box Edit, and it is available today. So you can just download it, you can use it, and you can create your voxel art with it. Now, you cannot immediately, as of today, create voxel art and upload it in the marketplace. This is not allowed for everyone, but only for selected few. More about that in a second. But in the future, the ambition is to be able to allow players, everybody basically, to mint their own NFTs, create their own voxel art, and put it up there on the marketplace so that they can generate revenue out of the creation of these items usable in the game. So who can today upload stuff in the marketplace? It's only to a restricted selection of people, basically those that applied for the Creator Fund and were selected by the team. So if you are a voxel artist, if you are in general an NFT artist that has been maybe particularly successful in the space, or if you just desire to take this seriously, what you can do is that you can apply to become a creator so that your creations will be listed in the marketplace. And to put things a little bit in perspective, to give you a little bit of a high-level summary of what will be going on, is that stuff that will be listed in the marketplace will be the stuff that you will find in the game experiences. Imagine now you are a game designer and you are using the game maker. What you will be doing is you will be looking for the perfect asset in the marketplace that looks great in the entrance of your castle, imagine. And you will say, okay, I will buy this to use it in my game. You can see how it looks like. You can try to place it everywhere, but before, and this is all for free, but before you publish the game, you need to own the asset. So you can tinker around and play around with all the assets in the marketplace for free, but before you publish the game, you need to either own the land or rent the land, but also you need to own all the individual assets that will be in that game, in that experience. Otherwise, you will not be able to publish it. So, guys, this is all for now. I really wanted to put all these pieces of this gigantic puzzle together, and naturally, there is a lot of information you can find for free for yourself. There is much more detail than what I'm telling you, but I think that this kind of content can be useful to you to have a high-level summary that still makes you understand how all these pieces of this universe come together and what the role of each is and how they function together, so that you can make your own decisions and which role you want to play in this ecosystem. So guys, if you think this has been useful for you, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me keep the content coming, and press the like button. Thank you for your time, and until the next video.